Yes, and how many years can a mountain exist? It is
patchouli oil, no shaving under the arms. The next thing you know, there's Obama in the White House.
How many years?
I don't know how it connects, but it does, right? All the patchouli oil, hair under the arms, no brassieres, and the next thing you know, Obama's the president. The whole country was shafted by the left wing. How did this happen? Particularly today, the women are not, what they were 30 years ago. The women have become more like guys, thanks to the hags in the women's movement, and that's why the white race is dying. That's why they won't reproduce, because the women want to be men. They want to behave like men. They want to act like men. They've been encouraged to think like men, act like men, be like men. Consequently, they don't want to be women and they don't want to be mothers. So you could thank Bella Abzug and her cabal of witches for this. You don't know what's coming. So who would have thought that after 15 years of speaking my mind on radio, that I would be banned by a Western democracy? Sure, I thought it could happen. I'd be banned from Libya. I would have been banned from North Korea, Syria, Cuba. I would have expected that. But would you have ever expected an American member of the media, no matter how you disagree with them, would have been banned by a Western democracy? It's unheard of. They have me targeted. And they put in motion banning me in Britain. I'm making this commitment right now. The day my name is removed from that list of murderers and terrorists, and I've cleared my name, and I've gotten my satisfaction from those evildoers in England, soon thereafter I will leave radio. You will not hear from me again. I will disappear. I will be like Johnny Carson with the white hat. Many of you would say, well, I hope you don't get off the list because I don't want you to leave radio. I've done my work. I put in 15 years. I've written the bestsellers. I have no desire to enter politics. I will be gone. That's the way I want it. I will just read all the novels I put away for the last 30 years. I'll read all of the history I put away for the last 30 years. I'm one of the most productive people I've ever met or read about in the world. I don't know how I do it. I really don't know when it gets done. But I can also do nothing. I know how to sit in a chair and look at the sky. I can sit and listen to seals barking. I can go out on my boat and turn the engines off and watch the waves lapping at the hull as I eat an avocado sandwich. It's fascism. That's what I've been screaming about now for months, trying to get my name off the list. They won't let it go. They know they're liars. They know they shouldn't have put me on the list. Their own email says say I'm innocent, that I didn't commit any crimes. They went ahead and did this anyway. I'll remind you that Winston Churchill himself was banned from the BBC for many years in the 1930s when he was warning the Brits about the arrival on the stage of Hitler, and Hitler building up the military, Hitler building up the Navy, Hitler building ME-109s, and the very same ancestors of these liberal vermin, Gordon Brown, the Labour Party socialist, in the very same mentality that almost killed England in World War II. Do you realize what would have happened had Churchill not stuck with it, the Bulldog? They wouldn't have built the Spitfire. There would have been no victory at the Battle of Britain. The Nazis would have broken the back of England, and they would have descended into 1,000 years of darkness had the Russians and the Americans not saved their butts. But they would have lost England, is the point. If the liberals of that era had succeeded in banning Winston Churchill entirely, had there been no counter-movement from the conservatives who went ahead and built the Spitfire, who went ahead and built the HMS Hood, despite what the liberal pacifists were saying and doing, there would be no England. It would have disappeared. And now you see England in such bad shape. You see an England that's afraid of its own shadow. You see an England that took down the Union Jack in order to appease the radical Muslims. You see an England where the churches are emptying out, where the people don't worship God anymore. They spit at God, but fear God. They laugh at God. And you see their girls, the flower of England, laying in the gutter with their legs spread open, drunk at night. Why? Because they killed God off. They killed God with political correctness. They crucified me, but they only put one spike in one hand, and I still have a free hand and two free feet.